The Labrador Friendship Centre's SHIELD program is growing, and there are new ways for young people to get involved and stay connected. SHIELD stands for Sexual Health Information Exchange Labrador District. Right now, the group is accepting applications from teenagers who want to be part of a retreat next month. Denise Cole is the SHIELD coordinator, and she's joining us live this morning from Happy Valley, Goose Bay. Good morning, Denise.
Good morning, Peter. How are you this morning?
I'm great. So what exactly is going to be happening with this retreat?
Well, the retreat, it's called ACT Retreat, using the acronym for Art, Culture, and Technology. And the idea is that we're bringing in, actually we're really excited, we have multimedia performance artist Liz Solo coming in to facilitate the retreat. We'll also have health components and sort of healthcare experts as well as people with culture. And it'll be a full 3 days of looking at health-based themes, but incorporating that into art, and then taking it and advancing it into how do you turn art into technology. So, for example, it could be that we have one session that's about theater and storytelling, and so we could decide from there that we're going to record the theater performance, or it could become a music video. There's also going to be like image creation. So any youth who are interested in art at all and who are also sort of into the technology, so we'll be using smartphones and tablets and laptops to use all of the free software that's already out there that most youth are already using to show them how to bring positive messaging forward with that platform.
Okay, this sounds like it's kind of, I guess I'm trying to wrap my head around. So we've got the arts and culture and technology component. How does that fit in with the whole idea of health, sexuality, and the things that SHIELD is more known for?
Well, if you think about how many of us want to express ourselves, art certainly comes into play. So the idea of being able to take subjects that may be a little more uncomfortable for young people to talk to adults about, so whether that's about healthy relationships or sexually transmitted infections or just, positive self-image, that when we talk about how do we want to express ourselves in these topics using art, so then we're able to have conversations and allow young people a medium or a way for them to express themselves that then can be translated back into these forms of technology that we can use in all of these, the platforms that we've just launched as well with the SHIELD project. So the idea becomes that this is really about being a youth-led project, but heavily supported by adults. And so bringing in people from the healthcare sector, what we're sort of looking at is these ideas of themes of the day. So one of our themes of the day, for example, is going to be relationships. So all of the art-based activities that we'll be doing throughout the day will have this underlining theme about how does this apply to relationships, or how do we express ourselves, or what's a healthy relationship? What's the diversity of relationships that we're seeing now? What does consent mean? And doing that in a much more relaxed atmosphere, so it doesn't feel like you're being presented to. You're really engaged in the discussion and then translating that into art.
Is it easier sometimes for people to express their feelings about those topics through art rather than having to directly take it on and talk about it?
I really think so. I mean, just look at the way that art grows, and whether that's through visual art or dance or music or storytelling or theater, we see art all the time being used as a way to express messages. We have more and more that there's, musical artists who address issues around whether it's drugs or suicide or sexuality. And so, yes, I think absolutely that art is a very expressive way to be able to communicate, and we use it all the time. So we're giving youth who are already, a lot of times they're coming into different projects or programs, and we're saying, okay, put your phones away and focus on this. This project is really about saying, let's take your phones out, and how can we use your phones and the technology and the things you're interested in to bring forward a positive message and give you a very positive, tools and training to express yourself and help us express a message, too, about how to connect young people with health supports.
This can be a really uncomfortable topic for a lot of people, not just kids, adults as well. How do you try and talk to young people about such a touchy subject matter?
Well, I think it's remembering that well, I guess for me, I always remember that I was young once too, and things that I've experienced, and the way that we look at intergenerational sharing as well as skills sharing, and that's a part of the cultural piece that's there. And what we've been learning, and certainly, I mean, whether it's through research or just talking with young people already in our community and getting them engaged in activities, is that when you feel like you're respected and you're supported and you have a way to sort of, so that the topic is not all about, okay, we're going to talk about sexuality now. You're also doing an art-based project, so you're doing something that's hands-on, you're doing something that's fun and interactive, and now we're able to have a conversation. And this is what we're finding. Like, I had a small activity when I first started sort of going into the high school here in Goose Bay. And they were working away on this sort of craft activity with someone else's class, and I was able to come in. And while they're working on that activity, we started talking about relationships and just talking about them in a very casual, relaxed way. And what happened is that because I was being respectful and sort of sharing a little bit of myself with the young people there, they were able to reciprocate that and we're able to start building relationships and build some trust. And so that's a part of what my job is to help young people feel comfortable. And I think it's really about that. It's when we're respectful and we're not looking to actually sort of come in really heavy and I'm going to teach you these things. It's really about recognizing that young people know a lot of things too. And so we start to share together, and that way we're able to get forward really good, positive, concrete information, as well as young people recognizing that these supports exist in our community and they can be feeling comfortable to come and approach us to talk more.
Who are you hoping is going to apply, and who is this for?
I think it's for all youth who are age 13 to 18 within the Happy Valley Goose Bay area. Right now, we're limiting this retreat to the Goose Bay area, just because of logistics, and it's our first time trying this. We are planning summits this coming summer and next summer that will have a lot more youth involved, and youth coming from the north and south coast. But for this one in October, we're really focusing on youth who are in Happy Valley Goose Bay who have an interest in art, who have an interest in technology, and who want to come in for a really exciting, fun weekend, because having someone like Liz come in who has such experience. I mean, Liz has been doing everything from short films to computer animation. Many of us know her from the music scene. She's been involved in bands for many years. She's just a wealth of artistic talent, and this is like a really, really unique opportunity that we have to have her coming to Goose Bay to share those skills with our young people. So it's anyone who has that interest, I think, in art and who like using their phones, who want to look at how to make mini documentaries or how to create really powerful messaging images that they can use for their online platforms, whether that's Snapchat or YouTube or whatever the case may be.
Well, thanks so much for telling us about it this morning, Denise.
Oh, I really, really appreciate it. And we welcome anyone to come and visit our website, which is lfcshieldproject.ca, and that's how youth can apply online. The space is limited, so we encourage young people to apply as early as you can, and the cutoff date is September the 17th.